Alrighty, good morning. So today we are going to learn 4-mallet grip. We're going to work on Burton's grip. And so this is a lot like the snare drum grip that we learned, I don't know, what was that, 2 weeks ago that I taught you that? So if you want to put all your mallets down, we start with 2. The easiest way to do this is to lay them down and then go ahead and cross. You're right-handed, right? Or are you left-handed? Okay. So take your right stick, cross it over the left, and then you're going to put your finger in the cross and pull it down. And then you'll just wrap your thumb around one side and your other 3 fingers around the back. Pick it up. Boom. Can I see the back hand? The back of your hand, sorry. Yeah, exactly. So just make sure these fingers are curled over nice and comfortably. They're kind of touching your palm. And it should feel relatively relaxed. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so then the other hand is going to be much the same way. So the way this works is you always cross your outside mallet. So before, since it was our right hand, we crossed the right mallet over. This time, since it's our left hand, it's going to be the left mallet. And the same thing, pointer finger goes in the cross, and the rest of your fingers wrap around. Yeah. So then your thumb and first finger will make that T that we talked about with the snare sticks. And then your back fingers kind of give control to the back of the sticks. And you can have about as much as is comfortable hanging out of the back. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's 2 kinds of strokes that we're going to learn today because you're smart and you learn fast. So I planned ahead this time. Put this down a little bit. And you can go ahead and put one hand down, whichever you feel the best. You could put the sticks down for a second. Okay. That works. Can we see the stand? I'm going to move the stand slightly this way. Make sure it's in the video. Okay. So the first one is a single stroke. And since we have 2 mallets right now, if you think about turning a key and a lock, it's a wrist rotation. Yeah, exactly. So then you can use the music stand as though it's a marimba. Yeah. Also, if you were to take one finger and put it at the end of one stick, then you rotate. You can kind of feel how one stick kind of stays stationary. And you can do it with either one. It's just to get that nice rotation like you're turning a key. Yeah. And then the other one is called double stop. And so double stop is when you play multiple notes at the same time. So in this case we're going to play 2 because 2 mallets. But it's just a straight up and down. Yeah, exactly. So once you pick up your other mallets again, and we can try left hand. Yeah, there you go. So let's try that double stroke together with both hands. Ready, go. Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot more pulling up in this as opposed to the snare drum because, you know, realistically the bars are not a lot softer than the stand, so it doesn't give you a lot of bounce up, so there's more pull. So, I'm going to make sure I'm not missing anything left in here. Okay. So the other really important thing about this stroke is that your palms are always facing down, which you've been doing a super awesome job of. And then also when we play with 4 mallets, we don't necessarily always just go 1, 2, 3, 4, but let's start there. So if you just want to 1, 2, 3, 4, those individual strokes we learned first. Yep, go ahead and repeat it. But we don't always go 1, 2, 3, 4. So then what we can do is we can learn different permutations. So if we wanted to go 1, 3, 2, 4. Yeah, exactly. Let's do it again. Yeah, you're doing a good job with that rotation of the wrist. Let's do 2, 4, 1, 3. let's get crazy. How about 2, 3, 1, 4? 2, 3, 1, 4. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So that is it. This is Burton's grip, and you just learned 2 different kinds of strokes. So let's put the sticks down. Go ahead and just put them down. You can put them on the stand. And then go ahead and reset your grip. We're going to review. Yep, exactly. Outside stick crosses. Yeah, exactly. And then can I see your palms? See how your fingers are? Yeah, nice. Just make sure this pinky is curled over both sticks, because that'll give you more control, especially when we start doing interval changes, which we're not going to get to in this 10-minute video, but just the same. Yeah, it looks good. Do you have any questions about it? No. I'm sorry we don't have a marimba for you to play. I just planned for us to use a stand because I figured at 10:30 a.m. it was going to be easier to just use a normal practice room than to try and get into a marimba. So, all right. Thank you very much.